Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome out to another edition of the Pelican Sports Report. And I tell you, we got a good one tonight. We've got special guest with us here, high school coach, bust on the scene, Coach Harry Coleman. Coach, and welcome aboard.
Man, thank you for having me.
Look, head coach of the Peabody Warhorses, and what a phenomenal story. A little background on you. Of
Mhm.
course, everybody that's in this area should know you from your days down at LSU and that time with the Saints. And before we get into Peabody, tell us a little bit about how special that was for you.
Oh man, playing at Tiger Stadium, bro, a dream come true. Kid born and raised in Louisiana, Southern, down deep south, Baldwin, Louisiana. Was always my home team, my dream school to go to LSU and play college football, and it happened. I got the opportunity to play for Les Miles, recruited by Nick Saban, played in the championship game, and I did some good things on the field.
That is such a humble and modest statement about some good things. You were a dog out there. I'm gonna tell you.
I appreciate it.
Look, and spent a little time with the Saints as well. But getting fast forwarding to where you're at now. First time I met you was out at the Gridiron Bowl in
Uh-huh.
down in Baton Rouge, and I'm looking around and knowing all of the coaches that are here, and I see this guy that is as intense as any of them out there, and come to find out that it's you. What fuels that passion in you, Coach?
Man, the love of the game. Just trying to give back to the kids, giving them the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and understanding of the game that I have. And man, I love football, you know what I mean? So I love this time of the year. The grind of the summer, going into the fall camps, bro, it is exciting to me.
What is the confidence level like? We saw last year, of course, you get back into the playoffs, have a home game and get a first round playoff win. Got a nice little Gatorade bath after that too. But what kind of confidence are these guys playing with these days?
Oh man, once you you know what I'm saying, you instill the game plan and you teach them how to watch film and then the preparation that the coaches does over the week, man. I mean, it's hard not to have confidence that you're going to do great because you've seen everything that offense or defense could throw at you throughout the week of preparation.
Let's look a little bit at last season too, and we talked about the Gridiron Bowl a little earlier. You took, I think, what, 5 or 6 guys down there with you last year. Tell me about how special that was to bring some of those guys that may not have been playing in All-Star games like that. You guys burst on the scene with it.
Man, it was great. A great opportunity, like you said, for some kids to be recognized on the All-Star level. You had Sid, Eric, Dartavian, Zyron, and Kamari. Those
Yep.
guys deserve to be All-Stars and some All-State or All-District guys. So man, it was great opportunity for me to coach them and coach against, but it was all love at the end of the day, and we got the opportunity to hang after the season.
See and that's a good thing, and that's what I guess the change you hear just about the changes of things. That's you're able to hang and stay friends and continue to be because I mean football. How many guys do you keep up with from your playing days? Probably a large majority of them.
Oh man, got a couple of guys are my kids' godfathers. We go to each other's. We've been to each other's weddings. We always, we when we go back to Baton Rouge for games, we hang out. I mean, it's a brotherhood that the bond that you built over playing football and the years you spend together that it just don't go away overnight.
All right, I'm going to ask you 2 questions that come to that and it relates to that. So, your favorite moment down in Baton Rouge versus your favorite moment here at Peabody.
Oh man, favorite moment in Baton Rouge when when we got the announcement that we was going to the national championship game had to be my favorite moment.
There you
And
go.
and It's a few here. I guess getting the first win under my belt, but also winning the first playoff game because it was my birthday as well. So a perfect birthday gift.
Yeah, I think that was November the 11th is what I saw. Wasn't that
10th, the 10th.
okay, there you go, the 10th. So I was close. I've
Yeah,
got my
yeah, yeah.
got the research down on there too. All right, let's shift gears now and look at this season. We've
Uh-huh.
talked about memories. We've talked about last year. Let's move ahead and look at this year. You got to replace those five guys that are gone. How's that looking?
Lathan and Said, my two linebackers that had over 100 tackles for the past two seasons. I'm not gonna say those guys are replaceable, but we got some guys that's going to step in and fill their shoes and run the defense to the best of their abilities. Jordan Bell, a last year starter, he's going to be a senior, and Jarrell Howard going to step right in and take over the linebacking duties and call the defense. And then you have, Dartavian was a touchdown machine last year, but
He was.
we also we have Terry Hullaby, TJ Hullaby, and True Martin has stepped into the scene this summer and spring and this summer. And he's shown some growth, and he's going to be a major key and also in offense.
Are you finding, and you hear the term all the time, recruiting the hallways? Are
Mhm.
you finding that a little bit easier after the success and the consistency that's there now?
Yes. Just because the relationship I build with the students, you know, you have to go into their realm. So, like I say, if I beat you in one-on-one basketball, you got to come play for me. And uh, and that's been the recruiting tool that I've used since I've been here because once I got here, that's all I heard was it's a basketball school. Well, that's great because I play basketball too. So I'm gonna just throw a deal out there. If I beat you one-on-one, you got to come out for football.
And how many of those deals have you made out there?
Oh man, I got a few actually to come play, and they done well. They've done well. TJ played basketball. He was the
Right.
starting point guard, and you got Zion Chaney. He plays. Hopefully, I can get a couple more this year. But over the years, I probably had about 5 or 6 come from the gym and play football.
Look, that's such a great story, and that's what I love about these interview style visits is that you pick up some stories like that. Now, so on the other side of it, did you make that deal with a young man, and him win?
I hasn't lost a one-on-one game yet.
You haven't lost a one-on-one
Nah,
yet.
I am the most competitive probably coach you probably don't meet on this interview.
Look, I tell you that I saw that you can see that your intensity on a win, and I watched some of the interviews there that Brett McCormick did
Mhm.
with you last season, and I think you was just as intense after a win as you were after, well, even the Tioga game,
Mhm.
because you could see how fired up you were after what was a battle on the field last year.
Yeah, of football, and you have to have some intensity because the kids feeds off it. You
Right.
can't be like I'm mild man, a humble guy, but on the field, man, it's switch on, bro. I'm gonna turn it up, and the guys feed off it. Coaches feed off it too. So with the kids, and we all feed off the same energy, man, it's gonna be a great night.
Look, it definitely is, and I was looking through Peabody's site. They're already posting things up about their kickball tournament that they're having around homecoming. Do you get to take part in that any?
Uh, Well, some of the coaches, though, because some of the coaches on the staff, they graduated and played at Peabody. So, we try to, what I'm saying, get involved in some of the homecoming festivities just because we want to give back to the school. But I don't allow the kids to do as much. Like I tell them all the time, homecoming ain't for you. It's for the
That's
alumni. You
that's
just go out
exactly
there and win the
right.
game. You
And
do what
and
you're supposed to do.
and that's one of the things, Coach, that we talk about, and
Mhm.
every coach that I talk about has the same answer to this. How do you get away? How do you avoid the distractions around homecoming in different weeks like that?
Uh, It's hard being here. If you never experienced homecoming in Alexandria at Peabody High School, man, it's a treat. It is a big festivity. You have the alumni flying in from all over. You got different walks of life participating in all type of stuff. You got a pageant on a Wednesday. You got a parade on a Saturday. Kickball tournament on a Sunday. It's a lot, and it could get very distracting. But the kids have done a good job the last 2 seasons I've been here of locking in and staying focused because at the time of homecoming, we've always had a winning record. You know what I
Right.
mean? With an opportunity to go, you know what I'm saying, undefeated or be, 4-1 or 3-2. So that in itself kind of take the place of, and the seniors taking over. Like, man, we need to lock in and go handle our business on Saturday so that we can advance to, because our homecoming game is right before district.
Right. So districts changed up a little bit this year. Give me your thoughts on how that looks.
Uh, Neville left, so that now it's kind of open
West
for
Washita has come in. That's right.
Washington came in and Wasserman also came in.
That's right.
I feel, what I'm saying, just doing my research on the teams that's in the district, I feel that, what I'm saying, is open. I mean, not no one school gonna dominate like Neville did the last past 2 years, just keeping them calling a spade a spade. So I think everybody has an opportunity to become district champs. You just gotta, take seize the moment.
Well, you talk about the Tigers of Neville and what they've done in there. They go up into 2-5A. They swap spots with West Washita, and they're looked as someone that's not predicted to finish in last, and they're going to go up there and compete at in that level as well because it's a great program. It's not just a team, coach. It's a
Oh,
program, and that's
it's a
what you're
program.
building.
So yes, I'm trying to, what I mean, like I tell Coach Schmidt, who I talk to all the time when school is in the hallways, like I'm trying to be, what I'm saying, nationally recognized like you. I know it take time and efforts, but I'm just working my way, just grinding, got my head down grinding. That's all we could do.
Look, that was it's such a great story coming up here again. What is this season in the first half of it? We jumped into district first half. What are you looking at there? Talk to me a little bit about your schedule.
We have LaGrange out of Lake Charles. We go to Northwood, Southwood or Northwood Shreveport.
Northwood Shreveport is the game that I saw.
Yeah, Northwood Shreveport. Then we go to Fontainebleau in New Orleans, and then we go to where I'm from in St. Mary Parish and play Franklin, which would be my rival high school when I was in school. And
Well, how
then we had,
special is that?
oh man, great because my my folks travel to the game, but now I get an opportunity to, the people from where I'm from and to come to Franklin and watch some of us, what I'm saying, like my offensive coordinator, my DC, we all from the same high school.
Right.
And they get an opportunity to watch us coach back home. And then we got homecoming with Washington Marion, and then we go in the district.
Washington Marion, always a battle, always year in and year out. It's just going to be one of those dog fights the entire way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. From what I gathered, that is a old rival that
It
Peabody
is.
and Washington Marion has. So we just trying to keep the tradition going and play them as much as we can, and just hope and prepare for a win.
Well, Coach, you made a great statement there. You talked about tradition, such a steep tradition at Peabody. You talk about homecoming, and the excitement is there with you patrolling the sidelines, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, yeah. Man, like like the coworker, some of the teachers and the kids, they say they love coming to the game because they say I be so dramatic on the sideline. They say they get a kick out of it. But I just tell them, what I'm saying, it's all passion and love I have for the game. So
Look, that's anybody that's seen it, and Coach, we've only talked a couple of times, but you have that infectious passion that is on there. Anybody that's around you, if they're having a bad day, something's wrong with them.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Man, I try to, what I'm saying, like I said, man, life is good, bro. We here for a reason, and I try to fulfill my purpose.
Well, Coach Harry Coleman, we certainly appreciate the work that you're doing there here in Alexandria at Peabody and looking forward to building on there. Another home playoff game, another great season. Like you
Yes,
said,
sir.
district is wide open. It's time to go out there and fight for it and bring one back to Peabody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is. And we've been grinding, man. I just can't wait till we can kick off and get things going. We've been in summer training, summer grinding. Now it's time to get to fall camp. Can't wait.
Have y'all did y'all do a lot of 7-on-7s this summer?
We did, for the most part. What I try to do is do most of my 7-on-7s in June. So I
Okay.
feel the weekends and the schedule up with 7-on-7s in June. So if, knock on wood, if anything was to happen, I still have a month to recover. And July be mainly, strength and conditioning, still team bonding, but not as much 7-on-7 outside of us, doing 7-on-7 against each other.
Right. Well, team chemistry goes a long way in all of this. Coach, I appreciate you taking time to visit with us tonight.
Mhm.
Looking forward to talking to you throughout the season as well. Good luck to the Peabody Warhorses and your 2024 season.
Oh man, thanks for having me.
All right, you got it.
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
we'll be back here in just a little bit. That is the Pelican Sports Report, and we will see you back here in just a bit.